So we are now heading to the Kitano Ujinkan area. Here, this time we won't stop here, but this coffee shop, there are so many coffee shops in this area, and then this one, Kitano Coffee Nishimura Kitano Ten. This place, in summer, they have like a coffee put in ice, and which is really photogenic. And then this is one of the recommended cafes I really liked here. Oh my gosh, it's now started snowing. Unbelievable. Probably the first snow I'm experiencing this year. And here's the next place I'd like to recommend. So this Starbucks is really popular. The building is in Western style, really looking beautiful with the green and the white color. This place was once used to be like the place for like people who settled from abroad. So like here, so many buildings are like that. So as I said, so this Kobe is featured by its international culture. It's actually started after the port in Kobe city opened in 1868, which is right after the Edo period ended. So from then there are many merchants and diplomats who settled in Kobe city. So there are many like this kind of buildings having like the Western style. Since it's really crowded inside, so I just take photos from the outside. Okay, let's go up. Then if you close the Starbucks,
I just knew it was like
then you keep walking up like 1-2 minutes. You get to see the area where it's called as Kitano Ujinkan. Okay, along the way you see a lot of like nice shops. You can buy snacks and then also have lunch. You see that also like the bus is also in the Western style and it looks really cute. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so this is the main area and you see this visitor center, so you can get information about this area in here. Okay, we've just stopped by this ticket place and we're gonna see English house, Ryokan Nagaya, and then Ben's house. So yeah, that's actually things I haven't seen last time. I didn't see last time. Okay, actually this one is the one that I saw last time. It's like a German house actually, and then the ones we are going to go visit is this England house, Ben's house, and French, this one, Ryokan Nagaya. Looks good. And for the these houses you pay like 1,500, and you can increase the houses you want to visit with like increase of the ticket price. So we've decided to visit this Ben's house. So from now on, I would like to share the foreign houses I visited through pictures I took because it was not allowed to take videos inside. The first house I visited is Ben's house. This was built back in 1902. It was built to express the world of Ben Nelson, a British noble who was crazy about hunting. Walking inside felt like you hopped into a time machine, as I was surprised to see a great collection of stuffed animals, including this massive polar bear, Arctic wolves, and bison. The walls were also packed with very unique artworks that will definitely catch your eyes. The second one is this French house, built in 1908. This charming spot used to be an apartment building for foreigners. Inside, it's like a treasure chest of French art from the 19th century. You've got Napoleon-era furniture, stunning glasswork by Émile Gallet, and even vintage Louis Vuitton trunks. Well, to me, the best part was that they have recreated the scenes from the movie Amélie, my favorite movie, with the BGM of this song played in the room, which was really nice. And there was this mind-blending black and white room, and the awesome artwork by Magritte, the surrealist artist who made it big in Paris. You can definitely enjoy the taste of France inside the house. The third one I visited was this English house. It was very cool that you can get the serious Sherlock Holmes vibes inside this house. This place is decked out with fancy antique furniture and William Morris fabrics, but the real store is the spot-on recreation of Holmes and Dr. Watson's famous pub at 221B Baker Street. They also have an Inverness cave and this deer stroker hat, so you can really look like a detective. But the inside was truly great, and I especially liked these small items which Holmes used. So we are just finished exploring the 3 foreign houses, 3 jinkans, and then those were really interesting actually. Much more interesting than I expected. So as I've said, the Kobe port was opened at the beginning of the Meiji period, which was in 1868. Then after that, there are many people from abroad settled down to this Kobe city, and then current Daimar area, which is like the center of this Kobe city, is said to be the area where those people settled. Many of them settled down. But actually, so this Kitano area was actually like a rice field on a hill. So many people noticed that, oh, this is a good place to, settle down as well. So that's why they have started, many merchants and diplomats started building houses here. Yeah. Okay, we are also stopped by this Kyu Tomasuke Jutaku, so which is like a it's called Kazamidori no Yakata in Japanese. As you can see, it's like a bird that you put at the top of the house, which it tells you like the direction of wind. And then now this one is Kyu Tomasuke. So this is like built by a German merchant lived in here, Gottfried Thomas. And then this building actually was once used for a TV drama in the NHK in Japan in 1977. So this one's probably kind of like a symbolic site of this Kitano Jinkan area. I got to the inside last time, so not going there this time. But still, it's really nice looking. It's said to be just only one building with like having like a red brick. Okay, now we are at the Kobe station. That is just one stop away by the fast train in the JR. Then, as I've said, so the Kobe is known for its great sea, as it has a port, and then there are like a lot of buildings that you can enjoy the scenic view of the ocean. So that's where we are going. So we are now heading to Harborland. That's where you can take a great view, great photo of like a very symbolic image of Kobe city, including like famous buildings. And then so the building I'm now seeing in front, it's called the Mosaic Garden. And then you are already seeing like the like a red building that is Kobe Port Tower, which is like a symbolic building in this Kobe city. Here is also the view you can get from this Mosaic Garden, and then there's a lot of buildings. Here there's like a mosaic big Ferris wheel. It's huge. So we finally came to this point where you can see all the symbolic buildings in Kobe Port Tower, and also this one is like a Oriental hotel, with that interesting shape. And when it gets darker, all of them are illuminated, so that's gonna look really beautiful. Actually, on that side, there's like a park where you can walk around. It's called American Park, and then there's like a symbol, like a statue of like a word saying "Be Kobe," and then you can take pictures there, and as it's really symbolic. Oh, here you see like a ship, just shipping in front of us. Oh, looking really nice. That's about it for Kobe. It's so cold actually. So we are from now going to Chinatown actually to have dinner. Okay, let's go. So one more info. So when I actually explored the American Park last year, 2 years ago already. Last time I saw the statue of family, and then with the description saying that there were actually after the port was opened at the beginning of Meiji period, there were actually people who were who went to abroad for doing like seeking the new businesses. So it's not only just the people who came into Japan to settle down, but also there were actually people who went to the world
so seeking the new possibilities. So that was, probably made it this city more international. Yeah. So as this view is awesome, there's a couple who were taking like a wedding photos here. Wow, looks so cold. The lady, my gosh. So I forgot to mention. So as you can see, there's like mountains just right behind those buildings. So it's really close to like the mountain and the sea are really in one place, which is really like in a short distance. So that's making this city interesting place to visit, I think. And then, but when I was driving the car actually yesterday, I noticed that there are like a lot of hills. So that was kind of like didn't like driving here that much. So yeah, that's like one thing. And then also Manachi told me that when he was in college, he had to like drive a bike, since using bicycle is gonna be really hard because there's so many hills. So yeah, that's one thing that if you would like to live in here, something you maybe need to care about. So we are now taking a walk to the Chinatown from this harbor land, and then actually I just bought hot coffee can, which is since my hands are so cold, and it's now warming it up by this can, which is really helping me out. And then now we are just right below this Kobe Port Tower, and then Marty told me that during the summer there's like a fireworks festival from this like area, so which is gonna be really good, I guess. So we are now walking in this Kobe Motomachi Shotengai shop street, and then this is actually leading to the Chinatown shop street. We found this Nestle cafe. It's a Nestle shop, which only shop sells the products by Nestle. So as I've said, as this city is very international, there are actually many companies, foreign companies that is based in Japan, and then their headquarters actually, many of them are located in this Kobe city. For example, it's not right now in Kobe, but used to be the P&G, Procter & Gamble, has a headquarters, Japanese office in this Kobe city. And also the one that I just showed, like Nestle, it's a company from Switzerland, but they have headquarters in Kobe as well. And then also they have developed Japanese original brands, such as one of them is called Kit Kat, which can mean in Japanese, you're gonna win something. Yeah, Kitto Katsu. Kitto, surely you will win, something like that. So that is so during the time of like for students to enter the university, like taking the big exams, many of them buy this Kit Kat as a fortune snack. Yeah, so that's interesting part of the Japanese student culture. Yeah. So here is like a Chinatown. So you can see like many symbols of like Chinese culture, like is it dragon, I guess. So this is a map of this Chinatown, and it doesn't say where I am, but anyway, yeah. So you see like Chinese lanterns and many shops here. So this is like pretty much why we have this is because of this international aspect of this Kobe city, and it's pretty much like same as like reason for the Yokohama as having like the biggest Chinatown in Japan, as the Yokohama city is also very popular for its international aspect, having like the port open to like the world, like the Kobe port as well. Oh wow, it's interesting. The people are sitting there and they're having stuff. Yeah, looks interesting. And then also these are the zodiac. I think zodiac, like a statue of zodiac, I guess. It's like a rabbit, and it's like a hen, and that one is probably like a dog. Snake. でも12時だ。It's a horse. So it should be zodiac. I think it's placed in like the like a direction of the zodiac, I guess. Yeah, there's a Kobe beef steak. Yeah, it's not a restaurant. You buy divided at the spot. Price is like Kobe beef. The very good one is like 60 grams for 1,500 yen. So it's like very reasonable, I think. Of course, it's not like, you know, you sit and eat. Wow. Wow, looks good. We've decided to get into Rokumeso, it's a China restaurant. We just ordered a yamucha set, you know, for like 10 yen, but having like small plates of 12 different kinds of food. Yeah. See what's too cold outside. We walked a lot.
だから知らんくてそういうのは最初から言うわけ。小馬鹿にして最初から言うわけ。だから。
So this is the Western Gate. ごちそうさまでした。So when you come from that, you know, west gate of Chinatown, you see a building called Daimaru, like a huge building of shopping mall, and it's one of the biggest, probably like you know, shopping mall in Japan, Hyakkaten. And actually, so these areas, you know, used to be like the Kyojuku, like a residential area for like the people who settled down in this, you know, in this Kobe from abroad. And then actually during the from December, it's like about a month. There's like a, you know, illumination here. It's called Luminaria in Kobe, and that's said to be like the biggest illumination, you know, event in the Western Japan. And then that illumination actually started after the earthquake hit here, which is to, you know, cheer up the people living in its town, city. So yeah, during that winter, you can come visit to see that as well. So one thing I want to share about this Kobe city is that, so if you start exploring this city, you can notice that there's so many like shopping streets, like shotengai, that's really long actually, you know, you know, leading to like, for example, the one that I'm walking right now is like, looks like kind of like an endless. Yeah, I can't see the exit. So the reason why we have so many like shopping streets in this Kobe city is that it's like the same reason for like Osaka and also Ueno area in Tokyo. So after the World War II, Japan got defeated by the US in 1945. So the people had a, you know, shortage of food and many of products. So then the black market emerged in those places, including this Kobe city as well. So the one of the reasons that you know, those black markets emerged in this city is that, so as I said, since this was like a, you know, hub of the businesses, as it has a, you know, port and open to the world, and there were many products imported to this place, and also it has the, you know, connection with, you know, like international organizations. So like the US. Actually, the products used by the U.S. Army were also sold in the black markets. So those are like, you know, reasons why these black markets were emerged and prospered in this city. And it actually played a role to making the current shopping streets, like a shotengai. It kind of like became like a basis for, you know, having the many of them right now. So that's like a interesting information, I guess. Okay, now I'm in the parking area near the Shinkaichi station, and I'm now going to drive to Akase City, since that was the only place I could find for staying in a hotel. Because of this, you know, Sanrenkyu, there are so many people who booked the hotel, so the prices were incredibly high in this Kobe city. Okay, so I'm gonna drive there like for about 40-50 minutes. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so I've just arrived at the hotel room, and then let's guys, kanpai. Please let me know how you thought about the video, and if you like it, please share it with your friends and families.